Rip me out the casket, I've been feeling brand new. Casket? Plastic. Rip me out the plastic, I've been feeling. Oh my gosh, I feel like y'all don't know me. Let's get to know me. It's your favorite Baldy. Father God, I thank you. I glorify your name. I thank you for a lovely, beautiful day. I thank you for inviting me back in this seat. Thank you for inviting me in front of your people. And Lord God, let's just have fun today, okay? I thank you for all that you are and all that you do. It's in Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Hang on, y'all. I need a pillow. I'm getting old. Boom, shaka laka 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 la. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. How are we all doing today? I really hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing good today. I'm doing really good today. My spirits are a bit up. They're mellow. If I was to rate it, I'd probably say I was at 6, 7 today. Just because the rest of the week has been like 1, 2. But today we're like at a 6, 7, so that's progress. That's great. So I really hope that you guys are having a great day as well. And hopefully your weekend is even better. It is Friday night, and I'm here recording with you guys. So we having fun, okay? But yeah, I wanted to make this video because I was like thinking about I was just thinking about like the channel and the podcast and everything, and I was wondering, not wondering, I realized that I don't know if I ever really like formally introduced myself to you guys. I don't know if you guys know me, don't know where you're coming from, don't know who's gonna come across and you don't know me, but like I wanted to kind of like do a video where I kind of wanted to do or just have a conversation and we could just get to know me. Maybe I'll get to know y'all. I don't know. We'll see. But I kind of wanted to just do an all about me. But I didn't want to do your conventional all about me. Like I hate the question. So tell me about yourself. No, absolutely not. Exit to the left. If you come at me that way, like I just no for what? Because I'm gonna sit there and start talking to you and saying, my name is so and so. I'm from this place. I'm this age. I like to do no, please miss me with that. We're not doing that. To me, that sounds like small talk. And I think that's actually one of the questions that I have on here, whether I like small talk or I like deep conversations. Immediately no. Do not come to me talking about the weather. Again, please respectfully exit left. I absolutely hate small talk. I'm the type of person who's like, I like deep conversations. I like genuine conversation. I like a person who can be a conversationalist. Let's talk. Let's not just like say, if you DM me and you're hitting me with the hey beautiful, please leave. Again, exit to the left. Like why? I like those people who don't. I like when people DM me and they're like they start off with a joke or they start out with something witty or something like that. I think that's, I don't know. I just feel like that's like a better conversational starter, or maybe it's something that I posted that you could like maybe you wanted to have a conversation about. That I prefer that than you hopping in to my DMs talking about some hey beautiful. Like that's an immediate way for me to just see and leave you on red. Immediate way, like that's just me. It's not original. Like okay, great, eating and pretty, so what? So does a whole bunch of other people in this world. What makes me want to talk to you? Simple as that. Now if a female comes my DM was like, girl, I think you are so pretty, you're so gorgeous, it's a different story. Like bet I'm like, what, girl? You think so? Okay, let's engage in conversation. I don't know why we're like that. I don't know why a compliment from a woman is less intimidating than a compliment from a man. Maybe because like it feels like a female doesn't have an other intent as to why they're messaging you. Like them complimenting you is genuine. I feel like females are maybe sometimes they're a little bit catty, and so sometimes there's already that initial line of, oh, are we mean mugging each other? Maybe we're like sworn enemies or something like that. I don't know why that is with females. Like I just feel like we could lift each other up about a lot more if we just like clink together. But yes, okay. So let's backtrack a little bit. First of all, I don't know. I don't think I tell you guys my name. My name is Angelina Ajujor. I am Ghanaian, proudly Ghanaian. I came to the States when I was 5 years old. 5 years old, basically lived here. I am now in my late 20s. I'm 28. I'm getting up there to 30. Oh, Jesus. What else? Oh, okay. So my reasoning for like starting this podcast. Okay. So for me, I think for the like majority of my life, I had been like really, really insecure. But along the way, I had found ways to be like in the things that made me really, really insecure. I had found ways to be like fully secure and be bold and walk in my boldness in anything that I was like had doubts in. Here and there, I probably like have like I still have insecurities. I'm very much human, but I found a way to navigate everything. And so like I no longer allow my insecurities to be something that is a limitation. I try to use it as a strength. If I can figure out the strength of that, then I'm going to use it. But if I can't, then we're going to pray through it. So yeah, we're going to pray through whatever is causing or feeling like a limitation, and then we're gonna triumph and overcome. Yeah. And so I think my biggest goal with this podcast is to maybe just the light that is within me. I want to shed that light on other people, to encourage other people to just become their secured selves. Like you're human being. We're all gonna have insecurity. We're all gonna have something that we don't like about ourselves, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever, emotionally. There's things that we're not people that are fully 100% that have everything ticked off that is perfect. It's just God didn't do that. That's impossible. So I think the best way to just live about your life and live through your insecurities is just be like, okay, neighbor over here is not perfect either, but they're still pushing, they're still moving through. So just be secure in who you are and just know that it's okay. You got this. I got it too. Okay. So let's get into these questions. I have a list of questions. I created these questions. Again, I'm not your I'm not your regular person. I'm not your regular individual. I could have opted to go online and search up questions and be like, this and that. But I was just like, I feel like those questions might be more broad, or they might go into like, some of them might go into things that I'm just like, I don't know the answer to that. So I just like over the weeks, I had just been like thinking about, okay, every time I come across something that could be in relation to me, I would use that and be like, oh yeah, we could throw that in there. Somebody could get to know me in that aspect. So here we are. We're gonna start with those questions. The first one, I have a bunch. I tip with the podcast, at least what I've seen, the average time capacity for podcast is usually an hour. I've seen some that have gone on beyond that, but I think those type of podcasts probably are only I can listen to a long podcast. I love podcasts, but I think podcasts like that are only probably reserved for when you're doing like other work and whatnot. But the first question, but I'm not, if I don't get through all these questions, it's okay. we have another time where we can do this again, we can interject, because I kind of just wanted to break up like all the heavy talk and all the seriousness, and just like, from here and there, I think it'd be fun to just periodically get to know me. I think that's a genuine way to get to know somebody anyway. You don't get to know somebody all in one day. Like, when you get to meet somebody and they're like, tell me about yourself, like I said, I hate those type of questions, because somebody's gonna give you the perfected way, the perfected version of themselves, whereas over long the time, you get to, as you are with that person, as you begin to be in their presence every single day, or however so often, you get to feel out, oh, what this person is actually like, what their personality is, if they're funny, if they're not, if they're an angry person, if they're a spiteful person, if they're a petty person. You're gonna get a feel of that type of person, and I think that's kind of the best way that you can get to know me. So I decided to make questions that possibly could give you a little bit more insight to see who I am. And of course, you get to know who I am in the future podcasts that we talk about. So yeah. Okay, so for the first question, we are talking about money. Okay. The first question is, what scares you about wealth? Okay. So for me, a couple of things. The biggest one, I felt something. The biggest one is, not the biggest one, but the first one is about the first thing that scares me about wealth. I am not rich, nowhere near rich, but we're gonna get there. Look, the Lord has proclaimed over my life that I will be a rich person in life, and I'm claiming that for myself. I'm taking that. I've received that. It is my name. It is my inheritance. So we gonna get there. The thing that scares me about that is, coming from a background where I have not, like, my family were not so wealthy. So getting to that place where I am wealthy scares me of the possibility of just losing it all. That's why it's so important for me to not just be given money. I'm big on learning how to make money, so that if at any point in time a portion of it or some of it is lost and gone, I know how to reproduce it again. I never want to be at that point. Like, some people are like, oh, I want to win the lottery, I want to do this. But like, a lot of people who win the lottery and then they quit their jobs and then they do all these things, they usually end up losing all of that money, and then they find themselves back in a hole, and then now they're having to dig themselves up again. And I never want that to be me. I want that once I gain wealth, once I'm there in wealth, it's going to be something that's going to be continuous. Something that because I know how to do. I've learned from the ground up. I've learned how to produce it. I've learned different facets of how to create it. I will be fine. Like, at any point, if I lose something, like, especially if you get into investments, like, that's one thing that I really want to do, get into investing. Don't know a single thing, don't understand it. Like, if somebody could come and just sit down with me and just teach me verbatim, because there's so much information out there that it's just a bit overwhelming for me. But look, baby steps, right? That's actually one of the things that I have to sit down and try to learn today. When I get to, after this, what we're gonna do after this right now is it's evening time. We will see, but it's in my plan to try and study it today, among some other things I'm trying to study. Yeah. And that's another thing. I'm a huge learner. At least for the past few years, I've been big on learning, just better myself and becoming the best version of myself that I can be. I'm big on learning. I'm big on self-help. I'm big on, okay, this is your limitation. This is something that you're currently in. Okay, let's figure out how we can get out of that. And to me, when I can't get out of it immediately, or when I can't figure out how to get out of something, it frustrates me to beyond. It's something that I hate. I hate not knowing. I hate not understanding. That actually leads me to the next thing. I don't think I put that on here, but it kind of jogged a thought. I hate surprises. I hate surprises. I want to know everything that's going on. I used to think I used to want somebody to what's the word I'm looking for? I used to want somebody to throw a surprise for me, whether it's like like a surprise party or something. I've always wanted that. I think I still kind of want that, but at the same time, I think I really really hate surprises because I'm so big on I need to know. I don't like so many things have like in life. There's so many curveballs that you're just like, whoa, I didn't expect that. Whoa, I didn't see that coming. Whoa, what in the world is happening? And so when a curveball is thrown at me and it like I absolutely hate it because now like it feels like I'm throwing off balance and I don't know what to do. So now I have to like trying to like readjust wherever I am. That's why when like God was like threw me that curveball of like, oh yeah, we're gonna actually do the makeover and start your life over for you. I was just like, why? Why you do that? I hate this for me. Like I can't tell you how confusing this time of my life is. I'm so grateful for it, but at the same time, it's so frustrating, it's so confusing, and so exhausting. But yeah, let's see. Oh, the other thing that I am so afraid of about. Ouch, that hurt. That really hurt. What is it? Sorry, y'all. I stepped on something. But yes, okay. So the other thing is obtaining the wealth and having a poverty mindset. Like those people who obtain wealth and like they're so rich, they're so wealthy, like they could live off of they could be like, I don't know, 30 something, whatever, and they could live off their wealth. They retire today, they could live off their wealth, especially if they have passive income continuously coming in, right? But at the same time, even though they've obtained wealth and know how to make wealth, they still have that poverty mindset of, oh, maybe I'll lose all the money. I need to protect myself in case I lose all the money. I need to do this. Let's not enjoy the money that I've acquired. Let's not enjoy the money that I've been able. I so willingly deserve. Let's not take care of myself. Let's not enjoy life. Let's not go on the trip. Let's not buy myself the quality things. Let's not do the things that require a little bit more money. I definitely don't want to be in that poverty mindset of, oh, let's do small, or let's conserve here, or let's do this and that. Of course, we want to spend responsibly, right? But at the same time, I pray that I'm not the type of person who maintains a poverty mindset that once I've achieved wealth, I don't enjoy the wealth that I've acquired. Let's see. Oh, the last thing that I'm terrified about wealth is acquiring so much wealth that now friends and family look to you as the piggy bank. I think that really, 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 really makes me nervous. I just, like I said, if money is continuously given to you and you don't learn how to make it, then you're always going to be at a deficiency. I feel like the one thing that I really, really hope that once I obtain wealth, that with the knowledge that I have acquired, I can now teach the people that are around me so that they are able to acquire wealth for themselves and they don't have to be fully dependent on me, or they know the structure and they have the ability to make wealth for themselves. Yeah, I feel like if I win, I want my whole tribe to win. And so if I that's another reason why I'm big on knowledge. If I know how to do something, if I've obtained knowledge in an area, then I feel like if this is going to be beneficial to you and you need it in your life, please come and learn. But I definitely am terrified of being the individual that has to take care of everyone, because one, I'm recovering from being a people pleaser, and then two, I'm big on helping everybody in my tribe. If I'm the type of person, if you lack and I want to give. And so sometimes I will give by last, but sometimes that's to my own detriment. And so I'm definitely trying to work out of that. But yeah, I think that's all I have for money. Yeah. I need to keep track of the time so I make sure I don't go over an hour. But yeah, let's see. Oh, I guess we're still talking about money. Okay, so My ideal lifestyle. Okay, this is something that I've always dreamed of. Like, I envision myself of being this woman that has multiple businesses, has no limitations in life, at least financially, can do whatever they want whenever they want, is able to help the poor, the needy, the less fortunate, is able to create so many different organizations to help different communities and groups. However, in doing all of this, I would absolutely love to still be like that private individual that nobody knows who I am. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody knows what I'm doing. Nobody knows what my bank account is looking like. They just know. They just see me and they're like, they just think I'm a regular person. I still dress nice. I still dress neat. I've never been into the whole like the all the designer stuff and whatnot. Maybe the story will change when I reach that point of wealth, and maybe I want to afford. I want to be able to pay for more quality things or more designer things. I don't know, but I know for me, I'm like I don't like things with logos and whatnot. Just I think really that's just because I'm also the type of person that prefers like solid print of everything or and anything. I don't like seeing. I don't like clothing or shoes or jewelry and whatnot that shows like the name or like that has so many prints and patterns. I don't like that. I prefer like a clean canvas, like a solid. You see how this is like a solid color? It's simple. It's one color. It can go with everything. That's what I like. And when it comes to shoes, clothes, bags, whatever, even hair, like staple, we gonna go with black because black is gonna match with everything. Imagine I had red hair, now I gotta be worried. I gotta think about, oh, what color outfit can I wear that won't be so loud when it comes to my hair? Although I still want to try red hair one day, but I digress. It'll probably be a wig, but I've been thinking about braids, but I gotta wait till my hair grows out some more, you know, so that I can like braid my hair because right now it's kind of low. So I'm hoping like come November, December, we can throw in some braids because that's usually when I do my braids throughout the year anyway, usually in the winter time. Let's see. Oh yeah. And also with being like really, really wealthy, I just want to be able to I want to be able to travel whenever I want. Like my ideal is to be able to travel anywhere between 1 to 3 times. Once every anytime any words, they mean things. I'd love to be able to travel whenever I want. If I wanted to just, I'm like, if I think, oh, today is Friday, I want to go on a trip tomorrow. Look up flights. Gone for a week or gone for 2 days. Boom, we're gone. Like I just want to be able to do that. Get up and be like, okay, we're gonna go travel. And I want to be able to do that maybe like at least once a month, every month. If not, because work, there's work. There's other things that come into play. Anywhere between 1 to 3 times. Anywhere between 1 to 3 months. Every 1 to 3 months, I want to be able to go on a trip. So, yeah. Let's see. What do I like to watch? When I'm watching anything, I don't watch TV anymore. I don't remember the last time I watched TV, but I definitely do still watch. I watch YouTube. I watch YouTube when it comes to podcasts. I prefer podcasts when it's like video as opposed to audio. I just like to see. I feel like there's so much like it tells much of a deeper story and connect with the people that you are seeing. I don't know. That's just me. But then also I prefer to watch. Okay, I also watch Netflix. But when it comes to genre, if we're not listening to a okay, for podcasts, I do like self-help. I do like faith-based. I love funny. The other ones that are like more so learning types, I'm not a big fan of them, just because when it comes to entertainment, like something I'm listening to or something I'm watching, unless I'm like sitting down trying to learn, I don't want to like I don't. If it comes to podcasts, I don't want to learn when it comes to podcasts. You know, those aren't as interesting to me. They're just that. Unless it's like again faith based or self help or mental health. Those are the things I typically like to enjoy to listen to when it comes to the mental health aspect. Um, let's see. When it comes to movies, okay. So most of my movies I'm gonna go watch on Netflix. I like shows too. A show that I recently finished watching, which is actually quite popular, or has become popular for some reason, is Suits. I finished it. I look. I finished. I think I finished it in like a month and a half, maybe two. I gave it a break. But the thing about me with movies or shows, when it comes to like when it really, actually, I would say both. When it comes to movies and shows, I prefer to be doing something else while it's playing. Like it's usually like a background type of thing. And some people find that so crazy, like how, why? And the thing is, like I'm like very visual. When somebody is speaking, when somebody is telling me a story, when somebody is explaining something to me, I can see it. Like I can see it. I can see it. Like I can see it. Like I'm there. So sometimes if somebody is talking to me, or even when I'm talking to you guys, I'll look off or I look somewhere else just because I'm seeing either what I'm talking about or I'm seeing what the other person is talking about within my head. And so oftentimes like when somebody's talking, I'm not looking at them, and sometimes I wonder if they think that I'm is rude, you know. In that case, I can make eye contact. Like eye contact is not an awkward thing for me to make, unless you have like those really blue piercing eyes, or you got those hazel eyes. I don't know why. I feel like I cannot I cannot make eye contact with those people, because to me, I feel like those people, once they connect here, they're like into your soul. They're like reading your soul. They're reading everything of you. They can see your child. I don't know why I feel like this, but I just do. Um, but yeah, what was I saying before I diverted? Yeah, I can see everything in my mind. And so I usually don't have to look at a person when they're talking, because I'm seeing what they're telling me in my head. And when I can see it in my head, I can make a better connection, and I don't know, I can gather a better conversation. That's just the way I am. I don't know who else is like that, but that's just me. So I usually, when I'm watching like a movie or a show, okay, so maybe that might make you question, like, so why in the world do you prefer to watch YouTube, watch a YouTube video podcast as opposed to listening to it on like Apple Podcasts or Spotify? Child, I don't know. I can't explain it to you, but once I know who you are, I like to see you on the screen. I like to know, because every once in a while, periodically, I'll look at the screen. But yeah, when it comes to the I was watching Suits. Now the newest one that I've been watching is Lincoln Lawyer. I'm taking a break because I've been watched quite a couple of episodes. I think Netflix recommended Lincoln Lawyer to me just because I was watching Suits. I would suggest it. It is good, but it's not like up here with Suits. I think I keep watching the show and I'm expecting it to be like Suits, but it's not. But regardless, it's still a good show. I do like law or court type of shows. Movies, not so much. I like shows when it comes to court stuff. Um, I don't think I really like the crime dramas like those Law and Orders, the SVU, and all those stuff. I don't think I'm too crazy about those. I don't know. But I like romance movies. Romance movies, I like it when it comes to African movies. I love African movies. If you don't watch Nollywood movies, where you at? Just on literally on Netflix, type in Nollywood movies, and it'll like give you a whole bunch of options. First recommended one, which I do have to applaud African movies for making this one good, just because they're not typically good at this genre. They made a I think I would say crime movie called Blood Sisters on Netflix. And when I tell you the quality, the storyline, the what's the word I'm looking for? The not the expectancy, not the resiliency. What's the word I'm looking for? Not the anticipation. Like the word is on the tip of my tongue. It's not coming to me. It's not coming. It's there, but it's not coming. Um, but yeah, the I'm still trying to look for it, y'all. Um, but yeah, I like romance, but go watch that Blood Sisters. And also Savage Beauty on Netflix. Those are really, really two good ones that I recommend. That I feel like it's good to start off with, if you like crime. But when it comes to African movies, I like their love stories. For some reason, I reserve African movies for Sundays. Anywhere during the week, like a Saturday or a weekday, is like, no, why? I don't know. It just feels like tradition to me. Like, especially like when you come home from church and you're eating like maybe like kinky. I don't know why kinky comes to mind, but really like kinky and an African movie. Baby, wow, 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 wow. I don't know. It's so good with Pepe and like some either like Titus sardines, like the spicy one, or like some fried fish. Or some trophy. Jesus, you love me, love me, love me. Like, but yeah, I like comedy. Comedy, I prefer I think any genre of comedy is fine. I will say, depending on who is in a movie can dictate whether I even watch that movie or not. Especially when it comes to African movies. When it comes to African movies, there's specific actors that I really absolutely do not like. And because of that, I will not watch the movie. I don't care how good the movie is. I don't care what other person is in there that I absolutely adore and love. If there's somebody in there that really like I didn't like, whether it's because they acted in another role that they acted in a role of they portrayed something that I really don't like. I think that's the quickest way for me to be like, no. Like if you were like a total B, or you were abusive in a movie, then I'm just like, we can't do this. I just can't. Let's see. Ew, why did I chew like that? I'm sorry, y'all. Oh yeah, I like anything wholesome. My friends make fun of me for this. But yeah, I really like anything wholesome films for me. I watch when I'm either feeling anxious or I'm feeling frustrated, or I just like really just need a good distraction from life. I will watch a more wholesome film. English, they mean things, or words, they mean things. Wholesome films for me. I think I prefer them in American films, like those Lifetime. Is that no, not Lifetime. Lifetime be having those crimes. I mean, it's those Hallmark type genre films. Even though I don't go and watch TV, I find something within that realm, and I watch that, and that just anything like that's like family and like a sitcom that's family oriented or anything. I like those. Those just bring me happiness and warmth and peace, and I don't have to it takes me away from whatever I'm stressing over. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so the next question is, how important is it for you to receive support from friends and family on the things you do? Okay, so this question came up for me because within the week I saw I think, was it Facebook Reels? I can't remember. It was a clip, and this lady had a product that she's launched, or she has some type of boutique or something. She has a product of something. She's selling something. Okay, and she was posting because she was posting and saying something. It's okay if friends and family don't support you. They are literally strangers online that are willing to support you. And for me, I would definitely say that before, like sometime way before, um, support from friends and family was like really, really, really important. Like it was like it would I like my heart would be broken if like friends and family didn't support me in the way that I expected them to. Keyword being expected. Um, I think I think expectation is such a killer because you have this expectation. We all will have expectations of people, of things that we would hope that they would do in ways that they would meet us. But in all honesty, like I don't think you can expect somebody to come through for you or support you in the way that you would support yourself. You know, I can think of a number of things. Even like I don't know if I said it on here or maybe if you can recall, but I did attempt maybe like 2 years ago to do a podcast, and amongst all the other things that were happening in my life, the one of the things that contributed was feeling like maybe family wasn't there to support, or maybe like friends weren't really like supporting. But as time went over, and even like when there'll be times I'll be going in and out of trying to like um work out and get fit and whatnot. That thing is a back and forth thing. You know, I've just decided we're gonna call it and make this a lifelong journey, not like a short term journey. Um, Yes, but I just like because I would get frustrated that family or friends wouldn't come out and like work out with me when I suggested, because I keep hearing them say, "Oh, I need to work out. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that." And in my head, I'm like, "Oh, girl, homie, we could do this together." Like I'm always looking for like a workout buddy, and we could support one another and whatever. And then like for them, they'll be like, "No, I don't want to," or this and that, and I'd be like completely like butthurt. Was like, is it me that you don't want to work out with, or is it that you just don't want to work out? Because if you hear like you're saying that you really need to work out and whatnot, I have a solution. Let's do it together and help each other out. But that's not it, you know. It's just that maybe they just not ready to do that, and maybe I don't know. It's just not for them. And then I think I remember like when I graduated, like my first degree, undergraduate degree. I think with my graduations, I only really ever wanted my immediate family to be there. I didn't really look for like friends and family, or friends of family to really come. Like that's just not a me thing. Um, but like my undergrad graduation, um, it was only my parents and like my nephew that could come, which really broke me because I'm just like, wow, what in the world? Like the rest of y'all didn't show up for me. That like kind of stung. And so like when it came to my graduate degree, my master's degree, um, most of my family was able to come. It was just like my older sister and her family that couldn't come, but they had a reason. Like they had a really really good reason as to why they couldn't come, so I didn't fault them for that. But it's still like it brought up like feelings from the first time when they didn't show up. But over time, like all of that just really like taught me like I think I just wanted to just save myself and not break my own heart just because of the expectations that I have for other people. So I just decided that if when it comes to anything that I'm doing, um, you're either gonna willingly support or not. If I tell you, I tell you. If I don't, I don't. If you come across it and you want to support, great. If you don't want to support it, that's fine too. But I think I'm just saving myself the heartache. I'm just I'm just saving myself so that I don't experience that heartbreak or that disappointment in you, that maybe I should have never, that type of expectation that I never should have put on you. And then also I have to know that, especially when I went to um when I went to my master's program, it was for like business marketing. And so I learned a lot about finding who your audience is and who your market is and just catering to them, because you're going to waste your time trying to target an audience that really isn't your target. um you're supposed to like invest in the people that see your stuff and they're like, okay, I want to support you. Like, invest in those people, and wherever you're trying to go, whatever you're trying to do, will blossom in the way that it should. And so I kind of took that lesson over there, that lesson from that course, into the same personal practices of mine with family and friends, that I don't require. I just have to think that, okay, this is something that I'm doing. This is what I want to do. Maybe my content, my things are not my target audience. They are not my market. And so I'm not about to enforce something on them. I'm not about to make sure that they do X, Y, and Z, because they just might not be my target audience. Just because they're a friend or a family does not mean that I have to impose whatever I'm doing on them. If they want to support whether I'm their target audience or not, that's perfectly fine, but it's not an expectation that I'm going to put on others. And so I think with that, I would just like share that advice with anybody out there who's like really, really upset or really, really frustrated that maybe friends and family aren't supporting you the way that you think that they should. They might just not be your target audience. And you just have to respect them on that. And I think when you do that, you really, really save a lot of relationships, and you would save yourself from being offended unintentionally, because sometimes you're taking an offense to something that maybe friends and family don't even know that you're offended by, and you put that on them, and now you have animosity towards them. And I'm just like, let's not do that. But at the same time, when it comes to like now, like content creations, like especially on TikTok, I have like an insecurely me shameless plug TikTok. So please go ahead, look for that, and join the family. um what was I saying? Yeah. So for me, like working on this podcast actually means a lot of different things to me. And actually, right now, this is like one of my favorite things. It's like a hobby for me. It's something that I actually really enjoy doing. I know the numbers aren't all the way up there, but that actually I'm enjoying. I'm okay with. I'm okay with like starting off at the beginning and being small and not being like fully recognized yet, because I think the biggest thing that I want to learn here is how to build something from the ground up, because there are several other things that I want to get into, other businesses that I want to get into, that I'm going to have to build from the ground up. And so this is like one avenue that I can use to build from the ground up. And you know what? As time goes on, if this blossoms, or should I say when it blossoms, I can use this as a platform that can, showcase the other things that I have going on. And I'm okay with learning. I don't know. I like seeing all the analytics. I like seeing all the different things, and it just feels like it's my baby. And there are things that I'm just learning along the way. There are different skill sets that I'm developing along the way that are actually going to help me with the other future things that I have in mind. And so, like, just starting from the ground up, when like honestly, when friends and family support me on stuff like this, I'm like, oh great, thanks. But I don't know. But the thing is also, I don't know how genuine it is. Not because like there's any like bad blood or anything, but from the idea of like, this is just how my mind works. Like if I'm doing something, I just feel like you feel like you're supporting because you have to support, or that's also what society has been pushing out. Like, oh, you're a friend of me, you have to support your own. Like, because I've taken that expectation off of people. Now, when I'm doing anything, when a friend or family supports, I'm grateful, yeah, and I'm thankful, and I'm just like, oh yeah, thanks. But also in the back of my mind, think of, are you just liking or supporting just because you're a friend and family and feel like you feel obligated to? Because if you feel obligated to, then I'm just like, honey, don't do it. Like, please. I don't like putting pressure on anyone. But in all honesty, when it's a stranger, somebody that doesn't know me, I don't know them, that comes to support, I get so excited about it. Especially like if it's one, even if it's like one, two, whatever, I don't care. Like when it's a new person, it's a stranger, I get super, super excited about it because it's somebody that doesn't know me from Adam, has never met me, but they genuinely came across my content. They genuinely came across something that I'm doing, and they're like, I like her enough to stick around. I like her enough to be here. I like her enough to subscribe. I like her enough to follow. And so, I don't know, those strangers or people that follow whatever go a really, really long way. I'm just like, oh wow, period. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on getting support from friends and family. I don't require it, and it's definitely taken me a lot of heartbreak. So yeah, if that could, I hope maybe that was needed for somebody. Please take it and please apply it to your life and see how it works out for you. Let's see. I think we're still talking about like the whole friendships, relationships aspects and whatnot. So, what are my fears? The next question is, what are your fears and expectations? What are your fears or expectations when it comes to friendships and relationships? So, for me, the biggest thing is reciprocation and loyalty. I think I look for that in all of my relationships, whether it's romantic, platonic, or just immediate family, like relatives. I look for loyalty. I look for reciprocation. That's like really, really, really big for me. I have a lot of love to give out. I have a lot of respect to give out. I have a lot of loyalty to give out. And oftentimes it's not really reciprocated. So sometimes I definitely find myself holding back and really sharing. I think that's honestly when I'm going to talk more about that in a video coming up. I don't know if it's the next video or the video after that, but it's definitely on the list. Um, yeah, the biggest thing is sometimes I just hold myself back, or I start to hold myself back because it's really hard for me to just be vulnerable and be out there with like friends and family, because these are the people that are like growing in life with you. And when they know, I think when they know stuff about you, and when they're with you, then it's really, really hard sometimes when you don't fully see them, or when you're there for them all the time but they're not as there for you the way that you would hope. Or and sometimes it's really because life is happening for them, which is completely fine, because life be happening for me. But I definitely know that I'm not fully there for friends and family right now, but it's really just, it's not intentional. um it's just that right now I feel like I don't have capacity to be able to be there for anyone or anything. And so I'm literally, as life is going on right now, I'm just taking it day by day. And if I can be there for you, then great. But if I can't be there for you, I hope you understand. But I also need you to understand that right now, the fact that I can't be there for people is actually really like one of the things that's kicking my behind, because I'm so used to being there for people that the fact that I can't be, or the fact that I just it feels like it's something within me that is not like I'm just saying no. Like I'm like, when I think about being there for other people, I just feel physically exhausted right now. So that just tells me that I need to take time and step back and just take care of me. And so that's what I've really been trying to do, even if it means just isolating myself and just, I don't know, just taking a breather. Um, so yeah. I think. Oh yes. Oh, so I saw this on TikTok. Was it during this week? And I was like, well, let me add that to the video because I know I had to record. There was this lady who, her friend was escaped and I don't know how long the relationship was, but the relationship was pretty long. Her friend escaped a ex insert time of relationship um with a narcissist. By the way, I rebuke in the mighty name of Jesus any friendship, any relationship, any future family that will be a narcissist in my life. I rebuke them in the mighty name of Jesus, because you will not enter my life. I've been through too much for you to be somebody that is permanent or in any type of attachment in me. Like, please exit again to the left, and this time disrespectfully. um, but yeah, she was leaving a narcissistic relationship, and the friend's husband, not the narcissist, but the friend's husband, who was also like a dear friend to this woman that escaped, like like hugged her, and the way the hug was, you can tell it wasn't like romantic, but it was more so like fatherly or and brotherly. Like, I'm here for you, I'm protecting you, I'm loving you, you're safe now, you're good, you are family, I'm here for you. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, I love that. I find that so beautiful. Like, I'm really, really big on like family. Like, family is big for me. Um, I really, really hope that whoever I end up marrying has that nurturing heart, that regardless if it's in me, if it's our kids, if it's any of my friends, like I choose my friends wisely. So if you're my friend, then you have to understand that I have a lot of love for you, even though I can't be there for you right now. Um, but and also, especially if you're family, like I want the person that I end up with to have that nurturing heart, that nurturing spirit, that capacity to just love beyond measure, that agape kind of love, that person that wants to just be there for everyone, and in a responsible manner. But yeah, I saw that, and I just felt like, I was like, that's a quality that I want in whoever I marry. Speaking on whoever I marry, look, I'm just putting it out there. You're gonna have to be fine. I don't believe in this narrative of, oh, I'm marrying for the heart. I like his personality. Please say me that. Why can't I have both? You gotta be fine. And you gotta have a good heart. I don't think that's too hard to have. Period. Because me, I'm fine. And I got a good heart. So why can't we get that with the husband? Okay. Period. I'm getting tired. If you can't tell by my voice, it's like, but the last thing that I'm gonna talk about is the type of music that I like. I probably should talk about this with movies, but the type of music I like is Afrobeats, gospel music, Afrobeats of any type, like lo-fi, gospel, secular. But then I also listen to gospel music. Honestly, when I go to a party or a wedding or any type of sort, um, if they're playing any other type of music, I can't dance to it. I really, really can't dance to it. Like, unless if it's Afro beats or Afro beats of any sort, then I'm like, period. Now we talking. But if you're like playing other music, and I'm just like, we gonna sit and listen. And then if it's like early 2000s, late 90s, then I feel like that's also a good time, because we got everybody in the room just singing along, and we're just like, yeah. But dancing for real is like, yeah. That's like really like, shake your body is really reserved for Afrobeats. At least that's not when I know how to move. But yeah, y'all, I'm tired. That's all I want to talk about today. I don't know if I have much of a voice left, but we'll see how this video went. Hopefully it went great. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great time getting to know me a little bit. And stay tuned for the next installments. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope I have a great weekend. And I love you guys. But Jesus loves you more. Bye, y'all. It's your favorite Baldy.